My name is Cassie. I'm the founder of Fatco, where we use these guys to make this stuff. Let me explain. At Fatco, we specialize in making natural and organic skin and body care products, many of which contain tallow. It's nutrient dense and healing. It's extremely high in vitamins A, D, K, and E, all super important for skin health. It's natural, it's healthy, and it's sustainable.
That people are saying, oh yeah, when you're finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet. To me, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't care if it's a week, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? LeBron James. That's who y'all gotta start appreciating. And you gotta stop disrespecting this man. Yo, what it do, baby, as the children say in the streets. Welcome to another episode of the Prideful Takes podcast. As always, it is the ugliest motherfucker on the internet, Pride. I'm joined by my guy, Aman. Bro, how are you feeling today, my guy?
I'm doing great, Pride. I've wanted to be on your podcast for so long, man, and now I'm finally here. Finally on the Prideful Takes podcast. It feels great.
Aman. See, you're too busy, bro. You're a very important guy. You and Chris Robinson, I know, listen, you and Chris Robinson, y'all do the same thing, right? You guys are just way too above me. You guys are better than this, right? You're doing me a solid by being here. I am blessed to have you here. So thank you. One day I'm going to get you on here, Chris. One day. And when I do, I'm just shutting the podcast down. I got a whole bucket list of guys I want on. I can finally check your name off, Aman. We get 2 more guys in here. I'm shutting it off, and I'm riding off to the sunset, bro. But we got a great show for you guys today. Obviously, the NBA playoffs is still going on, so we can talk about that. And Charlotte, I guess, didn't realize that they're a dog shit team. I guess they had higher expectations. Are now they fired their head coach and moving on from their GM. So we will talk about that. But before that, there are rumors that the New York Giants are reportedly shopping last year's first round pick, Kadarius Toney. Aman, is this a good idea?
Absolutely. Are we joking? New York, what happened? What happened? I thought Brian Daboll coming in was going to fix this nonsense. Are you dropping Kadarius Toney? You're talking about you spent the most money for wide receivers last year, and your wide receiver room was arguably the worst wide receiver room in the NFL. Kenny Golladay fleeced you guys and then said, I'm going to score 0 touchdowns. All right, That's what he did. Kadarius Toney, he's going to be a second-year player with no money attached to him, not as injury-prone as the rest of your roster, and you're going to look for a new quarterback also. Daniel Jones is not the option. So get him a young receiver. We've seen it. Young receivers lead to good quarterback play. Ask Joe Burrow what happened. That's what happens. So now you're trying to move Kadarius Toney, the only guy last year that was good in your receiver core. You had a dull spot on your team there, and he was the only bright spot. And you're saying, no, we're going to trade him. You're trading him because he's the only guy you can trade. That's the only thing I can come up with. Like, there's no everyone else. Like, we're not taking anyone else on your team because you're that bad. We don't want anybody else. This is awful. This is awful here. I don't know what Kadarius Toney said to Brian Daboll and the new GM, but this is ridiculous.
I genuinely don't understand. Anthony Price says if Toney can't make it in New York, he can't make it anywhere. Bust. Well, here's my thing. I think vice versa, because you know who also can't make it in New York right now. As much as I hate to say this, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
it's New York. It's not like. This is like if you want to say that with Daniel Jones, look, we could argue that. That's a legitimate argument. I like Daniel Jones. I do. I don't think we've seen what he could truly do yet.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, I feel like last year they should have said, forget the record. We're going to let you play.
Yeah. No,
and we're going to see what we have with you. Kind of like what the Patriots are expected to do with Mac Jones this year. And same thing with Tua Tagovailoa in Miami.
Yeah.
This is the year where we're going to open it up for you. We're going to let you do you. And we're going to see, are you Josh Rosen or are you somebody that we want to have on our thing? Yeah. Like, are you Paxton Lynch and we got to force you out the league because you're not good enough? Or like what? Like we got to figure that out. And I don't think they ever did that with Daniel Jones. again, maybe it's just me, but I don't think you can honestly, truly, legitimately say whether or not Daniel Jones is good and whether or not he's bad. Because in my opinion, they haven't done enough. And again, maybe it's me. But
No,
in my eyes, they have. You know what I mean? In my opinion, they haven't done enough to for you to be able to sit there and look at him and say, "Yep, the kid's bad." I don't think they've done enough. That's just me.
No, I can see that. For me, I just, even like with Sam Darnold when he was in New York, a lot of people said he was done, right? Now I was like, I don't think he's necessarily that bad. I haven't seen anything around him, but I've seen him make plays. For me, I don't see the plays like that often from Daniel Jones. And again, it could just be the receiver room's got awful, the offensive line's got awful, Saquon's never available, Jason Garrett's calling plays. There's a lot of things that could go into it. To me, I just haven't seen, like with Sam Darnold, I still saw something that said he could have success in Carolina. To me, I just haven't seen that thing out of Daniel Jones yet.
And it could be. It could be. I'm not gonna say and pretend like it's not, but like I said, for Kadarius Toney, 10 games, he played 10 games, only started 4. 57 targets, holding 39 catches, 420 yards. Not bad. Not
the
bad.
offense was booming anyway. Like, it's not like anyone else was putting up any numbers.
If we're gonna be honest, like top to bottom, everybody was struggling top to bottom. So it's like,
and he was a rookie too, so he's trying to figure things out, and he still did that.
I was gonna say, as a rookie, I'm not mad at these numbers.
Yeah,
they're solid numbers. They really are. Especially they were using him more as a deep threat too. So it's like,
and he was more of a possession guy anyway in college.
Exactly. So it's like, me personally, I'm not mad.
Yeah,
I'm not mad. Now, why they're shopping him? I said this before. I believe that the New York Giants was the easiest head coaching job. Of all the ones that were available, it's the easiest one. Because you just show up, you trade Saquon, you trade Kenny Golladay, and redesign, rebuild, and reclaim it.
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna have to do because you're paying a guy like Saquon, who, mind you, I like, but to me, I'm putting him in the same boat as Christian McCaffrey.
100%.
Too many things has happened, so you're gonna need a change of scenery. That's just kind of where you are right now. Kind of where Carson Wentz was a couple years ago when he was with Philly.
Yep.
You at this point, you need, like, exactly where Baker Mayfield is now. You just need a change of scenery. That's it. You need to go your own way. The organization needs to go their way, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? K Price says so you keep him and trade the other, but he makes an interesting point. No one's gonna take that Kenny Golladay contract. True. But I mean, what I would do, I would offer to pay a portion of it.
Yeah, here, take $100, kind of pull an NBA trade almost.
Exactly, because the thing is, if you do that in the NFL, like if I'm the Giants, guess what? Yeah, am I still paying it, but I'm not paying all of it. So I'm because they need to fix their cap room situation. They need to, because where they are right now, they're in purgatory. They can't get any better.
Yeah.
And trading Kadarius Toney is not going to make you better.
At most, they're getting a 3rd-round pick. I don't see him getting anything more than that, to be honest.
And who you're going to get in this 3rd round, that's going to help you now.
Yeah.
Because again, let's say you go and draft a kid. In 3 years, you're going to have to pay him again.
And you still have Galladay's contract on the books. And
you still got that and potentially Saquon, depending on what y'all do with him.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're entering weird territory. And then, God bless them, though.
They're the Giants for a reason. I mean,
100%. 100%. But speaking of redesign, rebuild, and reclaim, the Charlotte Hornets have decided to move on. By the way, I don't know if I said this earlier, but just in case, they're dog shit. I'm not sure if the point got across, but they're dog shit. They fired James Borrego. I think I'm saying that right?
Yeah,
James Borrego. He just got fired. And if I'm mistaken, last year he signed that big extension.
I believe so. They gave him a couple-year extension.
Yeah, they gave him that at the time was a big extension, right?
Right. Yeah.
And now Mitch Kupchak, who's their GM, they're not expected to bring him back.
Yeah.
Amon. There's nothing, in my opinion, they should have rolled with what they had.
Mm-hmm.
There's no head coach, because this is not a talented roster. No. In terms of right now.
Right.
Now, in terms of the future,
yeah.
Right. Future wise, sure.
Yeah.
But as of right here, right now,
They're an air roster.
exactly. You're not playing for now. You're playing for the future.
Yes.
So, with that being said, do you agree with them firing the coach and letting the GM walk? Like, are you opposed to that? Do you think they're doing too much? Like, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I was really confused by the James Borrego fire because, again, I get it. He was 138 and 163 in his 4-year tenure. But last year went 43 and 39, right? Or this year. They were in the play-in tournament. It's not a very talented team, but you got LaMelo Ball, and he missed some time this year. And I know the announcer loves Terry Rozier. He's a solid piece, but he's not the star. Gordon Hayward, is kind of making that impact, but it's not the impact you wanted. Mm-hmm. I was less surprised that they let go of the GM. I would have been less surprised had they done that first. But what they did was the GM told Borrego, we're going in a different direction. And then Michael Jordan told the GM, we're going in a different direction.
Which
GM,
makes
that was crazy to me that there was it felt like there was no communication from any level because literally the week after they lost, Mike Kupchak, is it Kupchak? I think
Kupchak.
Kupchak.
Yeah, Kupchak.
I'm gonna call him Mitch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kupchak basically went to Borrego and said, "Look, we're moving in a different direction." And then now the report is that they're now not going to bring back the GM. I'm really perplexed by what they're doing, what the situation is. I honestly thought the GM would be gone as soon as they had conversations about bringing Russell Westbrook into town. I thought that was when he should have been fired. But to me, moving on from James Borrego feels like a big mistake. And again, they could go get, if Steve Nash wants another gig, they could go get him once they lose the series to Boston. I don't know, but to me, it just didn't make sense to fire James Borrego.
I mean, yeah, to me, this makes no sense. I'm 100%. Everybody says MJ's like I could do a better job myself. Fire everybody. Here's my thing. I maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm smoking. Maybe I'm bugging. But in my opinion, what's the point? Like you're saying you're going in another direction, but there's no direction you can go. Listen, no disrespect. LaMelo is your best player. Good luck. Good luck. Now, can he later down the road become this transcendental talent that everyone hopes he can be? Perhaps.
Yeah.
But we're not there.
No.
We're not in 2028. Like, we're not there. So we can't go and say, oh, well, we hope him to be. Oh, let's pretend he's that now. He's not. He still needs time. Miles Bridges, for as much as he's growing, there's still room for improvement.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think Terry Rozier's capped. I think this is who he is.
I think that's who he is. I don't think there's any getting better.
Yeah, I think he's capped, right?
He's good enough for the announcer, though. I don't know if you've heard the Charlotte Hornets announcer.
Oh, Terry! And it's like, bro, he slipped and fall on the bench. Shut up, relax. He hasn't even checked in. Pump your brakes. You're an idiot. Like I can't stand that announcer. I can't, bro. Because Terry Rozier he will do the most generic move ever. And I like Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
I
Terry's
like
my
him.
guy.
That's my dude. I like him. I was upset that we traded him.
Me too.
But I've always had hats off to you. But Terry Rozier will do the most generic thing. He'll wake up and eat breakfast, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, "Bro,
Terry, you beauty!"
Yeah, it's like, bro, go get some bitches, bro. Like, go get laid, bro. Like, go do something, bro. Like,
call a woman beautiful, not Terry Rozier.
I'm saying, bro, like he does a simple crossover to measure a guy up, and the announcer's like having an aneurysm, like he's like JR commentary. By God, like it's like, bro, relax. Like I'm telling you, bro, like. He's not even doing nothing. He's measuring the guy up, and you're out here tweaking. You got a full boner, and you nutted in your dress pants. Relax. He be getting me so triggered. He be getting me so triggered.
Bro, he became a TikTok meme. He's more famous than the Charlotte Hornets. Like the announcer is more famous than the team.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's more famous than the Charlotte Hornets. 100%. But like, I don't get why. Because like you said, it's just straight confusion. I don't think Charlotte even knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they're telling the coach, you had the GM, and to your point, MJ told the GM. So this isn't like the GM is just babbling this stuff. The GM was told by MJ and everyone else above him that you're going to fire him because we're going a separate direction. Then, after that, They then look at the dude and said, by the way, remember when you told him we're going a different direction? He's like, yeah. Now replace his name with yours. And this is a speech we about to give you. And it's like, wait a minute. It's like, what? Like, again, if I'm out of pocket, I need you to let me know I'm on.
Yeah.
Because I need you to straight up tell me. This team is a playing team at best right now.
100%.
At best, like their max right now, I'm talking about right now,
Yeah.
is what the Atlanta Hawks are. An eighth seed that would at best go 5.
Yeah. Atlanta's a perfect example. They got a great guard who's still looking to make forward progress. They got a lot of really good role pieces that if they can keep getting better, they'll be very good come future. But right now, they're just going to be a fringe playoff team.
And that's why, to me, I don't get this move. No, and like I said, I need you to let me know. If I'm bugging, let me know. But again, I don't. This team is not good. Like you're saying, oh, we're going in a different direction. And my thing is, okay, what direction are you going in? Like, what's the direction?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like,
I was reading an article from the Charlotte Observer, and they basically ended the article saying, with this firing, if they don't make the playoffs next April, the Charlotte Hornets are going to look real dumb for doing this. Like that,
and the thing is, they can't be in the play-in. They have to be a 6 seed.
Right.
Like there's no play-in because
and that's crazy expectation. That's crazy. Unless you land someone, unless you land a superstar, like you're not. I'm just gonna be honest about it. You still got Boston in the East. Milwaukee ain't going anywhere. Chicago ain't going anywhere. I know you hate Miami, but they'll be in the playoffs. Like Atlanta ain't going anywhere. You couldn't beat them. Cleveland's only gonna get better. So there's 6 teams right there that I don't think you're better than any of those 6 teams I just mentioned.
No, they're not.
Right.
And and by the way, I don't hate Miami. I don't. It's just this year they're not worthy.
They're not a finals team. No. A lot of
people they're a
them
pretender. They're a placeholder. That's all they are. They're a placeholder. I'm talking about them this year. How I talked about the Jazz a couple years ago.
Right. How you should talk about the Jazz right now too. Jeez.
If we're gonna be honest, bro, they're a mess. God bless them. But MJ, thank God you had a basketball career, bro. Because if this was if this was basically your legacy here in terms of building a team, dog, we'd be frying you.
Oh man.
So Amon, earlier I was apologizing to you, and you. By the way, real quick, because somebody said something. Thoughts on Tom Brady getting a pay cut? That's just what he does. At this point,
is that news? I didn't know that was
right.
News.
Like,
I just
like at this point, and this is just me. I'm just more shocked that he's paid. At this point, man,
literally, he's getting paid $1 million. I thought he'd play for $200,000. I literally, I don't know.
I didn't know he even got paid. Like that's where I'm at with Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., bro. When y'all tell me that he's getting paid, I go, really? That's
this ain't This ain't Aaron Rodgers. We ain't surprised that anyone taking pay cuts, man. Come on.
Nah. By the way, you heard Aaron Rodgers so hype about Sammy Watkins? Oh dear God.
You got Sammy Watkins and all right, great receiving core.
Nice. Oh, you got Lizard. Oh no, wait, Lazard. My bad.
Yeah. Number 2, right? He's a number 2 receiver. Or is he number 1? Because Sammy Watkins needs to be number 2 now, so he's got to be number 1.
Bro, you got a 2-way. Bro, you got a 2A and a 2B. It's gonna be rough over there, bro.
You got a 3A and a 3B. We being real about it. Like, let's just be. I'm just gotta throw it out there. You got like a 3A and a 3B. This ain't no Buffalo Bills Sammy Watkins anymore. So,
bro, I can't wait.
It should be fun.
I can't wait for the entire thing to fall apart.
I love it.
People start stuttering with the complaints.
After the Last Dance photo, it's just gonna be fun.
He said Rodgers getting hype of Watkins. Is he on crack? I think so, because the motherfucker could afford it. Like, how much money this man is on, bro? Like, I mean, he probably got that grade A stuff, bro. I don't care what no one says, bro.
Do you know why he's hype? Do you know why he's hype? Because Green Bay called him and basically said, look, we're out of the Debo case because San Francisco doesn't want us to trade. And he was like banking on Debo. So now he's like, all right, I got to hype up everybody else. Yep. No one wants to play with me. He saw freaking who came to New England? who's a receiver?
Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker basically have his choice to come to Green Bay. Said, "No, I play with Mac over Aaron." He's like, "Oh crap, I gotta hype some people up now."
And ready to hear the funny part? And it's funny because Nate says something very interesting. Sammy Watkins has been a number 2 at best for so long. People forgot he was with the Bills. And the sad part about it is when he was drafted by the Bills and he was with them for a few years, that was the best professional football he's ever played.
Unreal.
Let that sink in.
With no quarterback. He was like EJ Manuel throwing him the football. The GOAT Nathan Peterman was throwing him the football, and he was playing his best football.
Oh, well, no. Nathan Peterman was throwing it to the other team. But I get your point, though. I get your point. I get your point, though. I get your point. But Nate makes a great point. You forget when he was on the Bills, and that was a phenomenal stretch. People forget that when he was with the Bills, people were starting to say, bro, this kid, he could rival some of the top wide receivers in the game. We forget. Then he goes to Kansas City.
No, LA before that. He went to LA and then Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, he was there for a year, right?
A year. Yeah.
I forgot. He had that layover in LA.
And then they said, no, we'll take Brandon Cooks. Like, think about
it. And I'm not even trying to be mean. I want to say free Sammy Watkins, bro. But
he's been free.
Bro, I know no cap. I dead ass forgot that he was with I dead ass forgot he was with the Rams. Swear to God.
Yeah.
I dead ass forgot. But I'm looking at his career right now, bro.
It's crazy. He went Buffalo, LA. I think they were in LA at the time. Then Kansas City, then Baltimore, and now Green Bay. I think.
Yep. No, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
His rookie year, he had not over 900 yards. I remember, and then he was battling injuries his third year.
Yep. And they didn't want to pay him the big contract, so
so he went to LA because he was like, I'm gonna prove the world, bro. He was like, I'm gonna prove to the world.
I'm gonna shock the world.
He's like, I'm gonna shock the world. My guy put up a whopping 593 yards. Then he went to Kansas City, 519, 673. 421, and then he goes over to Baltimore thinking he was going to be the number 1 option. Forgot who the quarterback was. Couldn't even get to 400. Couldn't even get to 400. Guess how many targets he got? 27 receptions
and 400 yards.
Yeah.
Dude,
his receiving yards per reception was like 14.6.
That's it. That's kind of crazy. I was doing dang.
Hold on. I think we disrespected him a little too much.
A little bit, maybe a little bit.
All right, he all right now. I mean, he's still dog shit, but he all right. You know what I mean?
He's a 2A. He's a 2A. I'll bump him up.
We'll give him 2A. Yeah, we'll give him 2A. We'll give him 2A. God bless him, bro. He about to. You think he putting up stats like this when he's getting covered by
Jalen Ramsey,
JC Jackson, Jalen Ramsey? Well, if I'm him, you know what I would do if I was him? I would go to the Packers. I'm glad he went to the Packers because think about it. Yeah, you got to deal with JC Jackson. You got to deal with Jalen Ramsey. You ain't got to deal with what's homeboy's name? Jair Alexander. I mean
that's kind of facts. Hey, you know you're gonna get to play the greatest corner in the NFL, right? Trayvon Diggs. That's why he went to Green Bay because you're gonna play the Packers.
Bro, I've heard these dumb fucks are like, he's so amazing, and I'm like, so is JC Jackson a top 2 corner? And they start stuttering. When you get a Cowboys fan stuttering, to me that's it. I'm good. I'm done.
It's good.
I'm good.
Shut the podcast down, boo. I'm done.
That's it. I'm done.
I can retire.
Bro. Bro, it was funny, bro. I was making dudes cry, bro. when I said my Miami Heat take, bro.
Oh, I can imagine.
I had dudes crying, bro. I had a grown man crying.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, bro, you don't even have a Miami Heat jersey. You don't take it that serious, bro. It's not that deep. Relax, bro. And by the way, I'm glad I said that. Gridiron Yuki's a real one. I don't care what no one says, bro. Because when I went on the show the next day, the dude tried to call my mom a moron. Because what he tried to do, he tried to say if he could say something about my mom, he thought I was gonna go crazy. I was like, nah. Gridiron Yuki handled him for me. My guy was, Yuki was coming out hot. Yuki was coming out hot. Basically, he was saying the stuff I wanted to say.
Oh my goodness.
So I was good. I was good because I was like, you know what?
He's seeing it. He Pride's reading it. So it's all right. I'm good.
I'm reading this. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna say but a word because he's saying it all for me. I just put it up and I'm just kind of bloop. You know what I mean? And I'll be a slick with it because I'm not repeating it. I'm just kind of leaving it up. So again, you can't say that I'm saying it, but it's like that is verbatim what I would say. Like, oh God, awesome. Bro.
That's
so
awesome.
You a real bro. That's my boy right here. He said, not gonna lie, Deshaun Watson got the worst luck. If he stayed in Philly in 2017, we got his first ring. Same with the Rams. Bro.
That's facts.
And it's kind of funny you said that because the Philly one, because I forgot about the Rams that he was with them last year, like the year before. I forgot about that. That Philly one is what hurt deep for me. That one kind of hurt.
He's Philly. Like, he is Philly.
Yeah.
You think of Deshaun Jackson, what do you think of? You think of number 10
Philly.
In Philly. And Green punt return against the Giants in Miracle in Meadowlands Part 2. That's what you think of.
Yeah,
that one's hurt.
Bro, that and I'm not even a Philly fan. And when they won it, I was salty. I was because it was against New England. Dude. But after a couple of days and I kind of moved on, I was like, I really do feel bad for Deshaun Jackson because, like you said, Amon, like he went to Tampa. Sure, who cares? He went to the Raiders. I don't care. He went to the Rams. I don't care. It didn't matter because whenever you would think about him. Philly, like, and it really was a shame that like he just barely missed it, and I'm like, bro, it's such a shame, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like you don't realize, bro. I've been in a Texan debate with someone for the past 72 hours of the Tyreek Hill debate. Look, and Nate, I'm gonna tell you what I tell everyone. Once you tell me he's top 5, I just don't talk. I don't talk to you anymore. I don't.
He's not top 5.
In my opinion, if you want to make an argument for top 10, I'll hear you out. I'll indulge it.
Yeah.
I'll indulge the top 10. No problem. But top 5, like at this point, bro, because the problem is like ESPN tells them that he's top 5. Mm-hmm. So they say that.
And they won't say Mike Evans is top 5 ever, even though which
is to me is the most brain dead take I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer before Tyreek Hill is a Hall of Famer. Like, if we're going to say both retire right now, Mike Evans, what are we talking about? It's not even a conversation.
Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, like Justin Jefferson.
2 years he's done it. I mean, and he's been he's been that guy. I don't hate that.
Like, and it's those 3, Devontae Adams. Mind you, I'm not going to mention D-Hop. Actually, I'll throw D-Hop in there because he should be coming into the season healthy. He should be good. Yes. I'm not going to throw in Michael Thomas because that's the one that's like, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know if he's going to play. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to do him how I did Deshaun Watson last year when we're talking about the best quarterbacks in the league. I would just say, you know what? I can't rank him because he's not playing. He ain't here. I don't know what's going to happen, etc. So I'm going to do that with him. Cooper Kupp. A healthy Odell.
Yeah. Jarvis without Baker.
You said Jarvis?
Without Baker. Well, Jarvis in Miami was nasty. Like, we forget Sammy was nasty in Buffalo. Jarvis in Miami was unreal.
Wow.
I think that's a conversation.
See, I was about to say, to me, that's a conversation.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is once people hear Jarvis, they people don't know how to think for themselves. So when they hear Jarvis, they go, well, ESPN doesn't have him ranked top 15, so it doesn't matter. And I'm like, but that's another dude that slept on.
Yeah, I think Jarvis incredibly slept on.
Bro, forget slept on, in a coma.
For again, like Miami, he was unreal. Miami with Ryan Tannehill as a quarterback. Speaks about Baker Mayfield and what he is. If he's had success with Ryan Tannehill,
relax.
I'm just saying, go to Houston, play the quarterback, play the quarterback.
I would have given up on the debate on the first hour. Look, man, I don't talk. Listen, I had someone try to tell me he was an elite route runner. To this day, I haven't reached out to that person again.
Again, he runs better routes than when he came into the league, sure, but he ain't an elite route runner.
And here's the thing. Amon. if I'm in my house, right,
Mhm.
and I go outside, right, and it was raining outside, right, I am drenched, correct?
Yeah.
I then enter my house and I wait about 30 minutes. I'm not as wet as I was when I was outside, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still wet.
100%. 100%.
The
No,
fact remains that when I do this, water is still dripping from my
yes.
clothing.
100%.
So I get that, yeah, sure, he's been better, but it's easy to be better when you
100%.
came
I'm
into
with
the
you on
route.
this. I'm
You know what I
100%
mean?
with
Like,
you. Yes.
yeah, like it's easy to be a better route runner when you couldn't even spell the word route coming into the league.
100%. 100%.
And again, he doesn't. He's not really a route runner because the only other thing he runs is a slant, and it's not even a slant because if anyone knows football, every time they give Kyrie, I almost said Kyrie Irving. Why did I say Kyrie? Kyrie. Oh, it kind of sounds the
Kind
same.
of. It rhymes. It rhymes. It rhymes.
Maybe I'm reaching.
Maybe you're Drake.
No,
You know,
no,
you're
no.
just
You
good
know
at
what?
rhyming
No,
words.
I saw a thing actually on Facebook earlier. That's what it was. Because
Oh,
you know the status of KD in the
yeah.
South thing. I saw another picture of Kyrie with it too, kind of like back in his 11th day, kind of like behind KD. Like the assumption was like if KD were to come, Kyrie would follow type of thing. I saw that earlier, so I think that's what it was. It was kind of funny. I chuckled a little bit. But Tyreek Hill, every time they give him the like the routes, he has a wide receiver option. Now, people don't know what that means, but it's simple. It's what it means. You can either run a deep route and run a fly, or you can do his version of a slant.
Run down.
Oh, but how would he be able to do it? Simple. It depends on where the cornerback is lined up.
Yeah.
If the cornerback gives him space, he does this weird thing, which a lot of times is not even a slant, it's just a wide receiver screen. But again, people
honestly,
don't
he just
know
run
the difference.
diagonally. Like he's not even like taking 3 steps and then cutting. He's just all right. I'm gonna just go to.
Exactly.
I'm gonna finish where I need to finish. That's all.
Right. And so there's that. Or if the wide receiver press him, then he runs up to the top.
Yep.
That's it. How many times have we seen him get neutralized for multiple plays straight because the safety help comes over the top? All of a sudden he's double teamed, and the midget can't jump over a phone book.
There's a lot of times where you say Travis Kelce's the most important receiver, or he has the biggest game. Why is that? Because he's the most versatile route runner.
He's the most important. If Travis Kelce right now, if we call him a wide receiver, he's better than Tyreek Hill. At me, I don't care.
100%, dude. He's better than most of the league. I'd throw him up there.
Right. Greg, you said, do you think the Patriots finish second or third in the division? I still say second.
I think we'll finish second. Again, I don't think it matters. I think Pride and I had a conversation about this. It doesn't really matter as long as Mac Jones keeps making progress. I don't care. We could finish fourth. It wouldn't really.
Right. Yeah. No.
100%.
That's it. Like I'm chilling. I want to see Mac Jones making the steps in the right direction.
Yeah.
He shows me that we could go 0 for all I care.
Literally, like as long as he's playing well, he's communicating, he's finding his rhythm. We're good. We can
exactly. I'm good, right? I'm chilling. I'm good. So but if we're losing and he's struggling for long periods of time, I'm gonna get
then you got
then we got a problem. So I think for the success for the Patriots this upcoming year isn't really the record. It's just this kid, is he really our future?
Yep.
I believe he is, but they're gonna open up the book, they're gonna unleash him, see what happens, and then we go from there.
And new coordinator and everything, so you got to learn how to adjust on the fly. So that's the big thing.
Yep. Greg QC says elite route runner with them small ass feet. Nah, he's not. He's not an elite route runner. He's not. I had someone tell me that, and I just laughed. I laughed because I'm like,
that's all you can do. Like
I'm like, because I've never in my life ever heard such a brain dead take in my entire life. Ever. To this day, I haven't hit that dude up again. It's in a group chat, and I haven't went back to that group chat. I haven't. Actually, I lied. I went once. I went back once because they asked me, why do I talk? Like somebody else, like the guy who runs it. And I love that dude. His name is Joe. I love that dude. He's great. This dude he's awesome. But I think it was him or someone. Somebody in that chat asked me, why don't you talk? And I was like, dude, I can't. And I tagged him. I can't even pronounce his name because it's like some long name. I want to say it's Greek, but I don't know. But
It's Antetokounmpo. That's his
yeah, or how a compo.
A
How
Kumpo.
people who are too lazy to say his full name just call him a compo.
A Kumpo. God, I love
They just
Flight.
call him a
Flight's
Kumpo.
the guy. Flight's
Right.
that guy.
Oh my God, what a guy, bro. Yo, that dude. I remember a few years back when he used to bash Curry. Now all of a sudden he's his GOAT.
Yeah, and the rest
What
are
a guy.
nobody.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Look at Steph Curry's son, man. Look at Steph Curry's
Yo,
son.
so inspirational, head ass, bro. But I think was it Joe? It might have been Joe. It was somebody who asked me, why don't you talk? And I tagged him. I was like, well, this kid told me Tyreek Hill's a route runner. I don't care if you go on to predict the next 10 Super Bowl champions. You're a moron. Like that's something you can't come back.
Only a moron could do that. To be honest with you, I don't think there's any logical person that could do 2 Super Bowls in a row. Like, are you just
exactly. So going for 10, that's impressive. But I was like, bro, I'm like, you can't sit here and tell me he's a route runner.
It's just.
And I was like, I can't. I was like, bro, I can't. I legitimately cannot. And he was like, damn, really? I was like, if you want to tell me Kevin Durant is better than LeBron, that's something that I disagree with. But I'm talking about a couple years back. I disagree.
Okay. I thought we were talking about like and all time. I was like,
no, I'm talking about in the year, like
yeah, no, when they're like, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like especially the
2017-ish kind of.
Yeah, like in my opinion, I thought LeBron was better, but I was like, I'll hear your argument.
Right.
That right there, you can make an argument. Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning all time. You can make that argument. Fine, I'll hear you out. You know what I mean? Who do you think is a better team? The Dodgers or the Padres? I'll hear you out with that.
Right.
The instant you say something that's like beyond stupid and borderline on you are a retired boxer with CTE. If your takes are bordering that level, I don't talk to you anymore. I don't. Because I'm not going to argue with a moron.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like you could keep talking to me, but I'll just say, all right, you got it.
I'm just shrugging my shoulders.
I'm tuned out.
100%. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not. And then that dude got mad. He goes, "Oh, I bet you're a casual Cowboys fan." And I'm like, negatory.
I was like, never was a Cowboys fan anyway.
I was like, ever a day in my life, you know. But okay, whatever. And I'm like, you know, he was like, "Oh, your takes are horrible." I'm like, "All right, give me one take." And then the dude just started typing and stopped. And I was like, the fuck? Like,
that's tough. I mean,
I'm like, it is tough. It is tough because in this industry, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
And if you're not smart, you're not going to do nothing. You're not going to amount to anything.
And everyone has bad takes. Like, it's not like there's never been anyone who's made one bad take. But
I've had horrible takes. Listen, I said Ryan Tannehill was top 10.
Dude, I said the Colts were going to go to the Super Bowl last year. I had them coming out of the AFC preseason.
Yeah, we have horrible. Listen, I have horrible.
But takes. there's logic, there's reasoning. It's not like Tyreek Hill's top 5 because ESPN told me he's top 5. You know, like
100%. Yeah, like if I tell you who I think is a better player, it's not because I went to ESPN, like, or I went to someone else. Like, no, This is what I feel. This is what I think.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all. But again, you know, learning is hard for people. But Amon, I want to try something new. I really do. I want to put you on the spot. So what I want to start doing with guests I have on the show, there's going to be a question that I do not tell you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have you on the spot.
God.
This one I've been seeing all over Twitter.
We've been talking about casual takes and I'm not gonna know it. So
yeah. Start, bench, or cut.
Oh God.
Jordan Poole, Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero. Honestly, in my opinion, this is for me the easiest one.
I have a start for sure. There's definitely a start.
All right, who's the start? Okay,
Jordan Poole's the start.
We're good. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there.
I think I'd bench Tyrese Maxey and then cut Tyler Hero. I think that's probably the lineup I'd go with. Tyler's just too sporadic for me.
Not only sporadic, but for me, what I like about Tyrese Maxey is like, first, if Tyler Hero has a poor shooting night, he brings me nothing else.
There's nothing else. That's there's no elements to his game.
Exactly. Tyrese Maxey, on the other hand, if he has an off night, he can get me. He can get me at the bare minimum defense.
Yep.
And we've seen him run the floor pretty efficiently.
And he can get to the rim. Like he can get to the rim. There's no doubt about it. So
right. So it's like, in my opinion, I get more with Tyrese Maxey
100%
than with Tyler Hero. Now here comes the casual that's, you hate Miami. Well, no, it's because he's Tyler Hero. Usually when I do this is, all right, who's the third best player? That's the one who gets cut.
Yeah.
Of these guys,
it's Tyler Hero. I'm sorry, Tyler Hero was in a Jack Harlow song. I don't care.
I don't care either,
bro.
Like,
bro.
Rondo
I want to be in first class all the time, but I don't need Tyler Hero.
Rondo was in a Big Sean song. You don't hear me talking about Rondo. Like no, bro. Like
hey, don't hate my favorite player like that. Bro.
He goes, I don't watch it. Jordan Poole, Tyler Hero, bench Tyler Hero, cut Tyrese Maxey.
That makes sense in terms of if you don't watch the NBA, that just makes a lot of sense, right? Because you hear the name of Tyler Hero more than you would hear Tyrese Maxey.
But for me, I don't care who you bench. In all honesty,
yeah. To be honest,
as long as Jordan Poole is starting, I saw a dude try to make a case on why he would cut Jordan Poole.
Cut Jordan. The best 27 playoff game.
Bro,
they're benching Steph Curry for Jordan Poole. What are we talking about?
A grown man had the nerve to say Jordan Poole wasn't nice. Dog, I almost literally this thing of peanuts, bro. I got so tight. My girl's allergic to peanuts. I'm gonna throw these peanuts on her, bro. I almost killed somebody. Dude, I almost killed somebody. That's how triggered I got. I almost killed somebody. I was like, why Jordan Poole? And everyone kept asking him, and he was like, because he sucks. And I was like, explain how he sucks. Like, I need to see. I was amazed by. I was really amazed by it.
Like literally, the starting five for Golden State is going to end up being Curry at the 1, Poole at the 2, Clay at the 3, Wiggins at the 4, and Draymond at the 5. Just because Jordan Poole's playing that good, like that's why he's going to be in the starting lineup. And they're going to move Klay Thompson to the small forward position.
I don't care what no one says, bro. You like I had one dude try to tell me like this is what it was. This is what it was. Okay. So one dude, this is what he put. He said he put on like their season stats or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were like Tyler Hero averaged 25 and 4. Jordan Poole averaged 18, 4 and 3. And then Maxey averaged 17, 4 and 3. And then his thing was one of these is clearly better than the rest. Put this debate to an end. And I'm like, first of all, you're leaving an enormous amount of context because sure, Tyler Hero averaged, 20 points. His efficiency was horrible. Let's just get that out of the way. And two, I'm like, how many games did they play? I'm still waiting for a response, by the way. But I did the research myself. Tyler Hero played in 66 games. It's okay. So you realize Jordan Poole played 10 more games than him at 76. And then Maxey played 75.
And Jordan Poole, the guy starting ahead of him is Steph Curry. So when you think about it, he's not going to see the floor a hell of a lot.
God damn it!
That's what but in the regular season, he's not going to see 30 minutes. He's not going to touch 30 minutes. He's going to see 18 to 25 minutes a game. That's literally at max 25 minutes. And he's still averaging 18 points a game.
Bro, I would never understand, bro. Like again, if you wanna say, did I find it? I found it. All right. So this is what he said. This is what the dude said on Twitter. By the way, this is coming from a Houston Rockets fan, so I feel like you should be a little.
They don't know efficiency down there, so
right. So he goes, sorry, Warriors fans, but it's true. Start Tyler, which immediately you're wrong.
Yeah.
Bench Maxey, you're now even double wrong. Cut Poole, you're now triple wrong. Imagine being triple wrong and you still got Maxey coming off the bench was the right choice. Let that
sink in. Literally, that's it. That's the only thing that I could agree with. But
and then someone said, he said we all have our opinions. He was like, and then a dude tweeted, he said, yeah, but it's not an opinion. You're just straight up wrong. And he was like, and then he goes. Well, Jordan Poole, he's not efficient. And I'm like, wait a minute. But you got Hero at 1? You're starting him? God bless his country.
Planet is Tyler Hero efficient? Again, I think he's a solid player, but he ain't
don't get it twisted. He's solid. But between those three, get out of here.
Come on now.
Get out of here. Greg, he says, who would you start bench and cut? Brandon Ingram, Otto Porter Jr., and Royce White. Straight in that order.
Yeah, quite
Straight in
literally.
that order.
There's no.
Straight in that order. I don't like Royce White.
I think that's what I would do. Brandon Ingram has to start. Otto Porter Jr. I think has really good moments, and Royce White's like I'm okay.
Bro, I'm just this is amazing, bro. Woo. I've been playing. That's funny. Last topic I want to get into with obviously the NBA playoffs. Obviously I want to have a quick in-depth conversation on all the games that happened yesterday, and then quick predictions. On the games that we're gonna end up seeing tomorrow. So first and foremost, the first one I want to talk about, the Memphis Grizzlies. They saw the Boston Celtics come back and was like, "Lols, we'll do it better," and like decided to get in the hole deeper just to come back. Like, hey, yo, Memphis, live your life, bro. Like
Twice in one game. Twice.
God bless them. God bless them. That's what bro. They literally was like, bro, Boston, we're literally gonna one up you.
It's like, hold my beer. Like, hold my beer. I can't drink, but hold my beer. You know,
Right.
that's
like we came out and was like, oh yeah, come back from behind. And Memphis was like, but can you do it twice though? Yeah, we can.
It's like those Pepsi commercials. Anything you can do, I can do better. Like they kept quoting those. That's what literally like. Oh
which by far was hilarious. Like watching the game, like I was watching it, and mind you, I got Grizzlies in 5. At first, I had them in 4.
Yeah,
Timberwolves won a game. They won game 1. Whoop de doo. I just said that just brought them from 4 to 5. It went from a sweep to a gentleman's sweep. It's in my opinion, it's the same.
100%.
Watching that game though, I will say this, and maybe it's the fact that I'm not a fan. At no point was I scared. Like at no point was I scared. At no point did I go, "Oh my God, the Grizzlies might lose." I never thought that, not a single time. I was like, it's weird that they're down by double digits, but I don't know. Like, I feel oddly. It reminded me because when the Celtics, when we played Brooklyn, we were down by like 17. Like that's the worst they got. I wasn't nervous.
Yeah. Once the fourth quarter hit, I was like, or not fourth quarter, excuse me, third quarter hit, I was like, okay.
I was chilling. I was like, you know what? We have the potential to stifle them on defense, and we got guys who can hit shots. So
and the way the first half ended, I was like, yeah, we should be down 40 points the way we played that first half.
To be honest, so the fact that we didn't even get near 20, that we didn't get to 20, I thought was a win for us.
Yeah.
I scrolled past that. That's why. Okay. But Dillon Brooks gave you 11. John Morant, 16. Desmond Bain, 26. Brandon Clark gave you another 20. Tyus Jones off the bench giving you 11 in 14 minutes. Just cut Steven Adams. We'll take him. That's my boy. I love Steven Adams so much.
He's a G.
Yeah, Amon. How scary is it that John Morant, with the triple-double, by the way, only gave them 16 points, and they were still able to do a monstrous comeback? You had Brandon Clark and Desmond Bain both give you 20 plus. Clark gave you 20. Bain gave you 26.
Yep.
Like Dillon Brooks gave you 11. How scary is it that the Grizzlies' best player doesn't have to go nuclear, doesn't have to go off, can literally have, in terms of scoring the ball, an okay game, and they can still come back not once, but twice? How scary is that?
I mean, it's almost just a vindication of what they've done all year, right? They're just saying, look, this is what we've done all year long. We went 20-2 without him at one point. We were 20-2 without John Morant. No one gave us a chance when he went down. They all thought we'd be back to number 5, 6, 7. But no, we're not just a John Morant and done team. We have a lot of other players. Bain has quietly been a really good player. No one talks about Desmond Bain ever. They'll highlight that those show consistently from last night won't be any of Bain's buckets. It's the block John Morant had on Anthony Edwards. Now, that was unreal block. That's make no mistake about it. But this team has pieces everywhere. They got players that are going to make shots. You're talking about Jaren Jackson, who had an off night. He only scored 6 points, and he's someone who can give you 15. Like, there's no doubt about that every single night. So when you talk about Brooks can give you 15, everybody on this team can give you 15 points. It's very Boston Celtics-ish in the sense that everybody that's on the floor, they're going to score, they're going to contribute, and they play together as a team. So is it scary? Absolutely, it's scary. But is it surprising? No, it's not surprising.
Bro, it really is. It's scary. 110% because, like you said, bro, Triple J had a horrible night, and they still were able to come back twice. Think about it. Like that, to me, that just shows you, A, the depth of this team. And like you said, Boston Celtics-ish. It really is both offensively and defensively.
They're the second best defensive team in the league. Like,
who's number one?
I believe it's that team in green, the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. Tell them to suck on your nuts, bro. 100%. But all things aside, though, like the Grizzlies, bro, they're not only are they deep offensively, but they also are deep defensively. I really like that. Like I said, bro, Grizzlies in 5. It doesn't even matter. But moving on to the Minnesota.
Hold on, before we move on, I have to go on something.
Go ahead,
Carl Anthony Towns.
I was literally about to get to that. I was gonna get to the Timberwolves part. Amon, please.
Carl
Rant away.
Anthony. Look, Pride, we both agree. Third best center in the league.
Yep.
How you take 5 shots all game? 5 shots. You can score 6 points if you shoot 10 shots and go 3 for 10. I'm fine. You shoot 5 shots. You shot 4 in the fourth quarter. Patrick Beverley had 5 in the fourth quarter. Okay, I don't know if this is a coaching error, if this is Karl Anthony Towns being what Jimmy Butler said he was, or if this was Patrick Beverley feeling himself. I don't know. But that's unbelievable. To me, the X factor for you to win a game was Karl Anthony Towns. Because he can give you 60. We know that. And also, I don't know Memphis if they can handle Karl Anthony Towns inside. So you get him banging bodies, putting up layups, getting to the free throw line. He's 80% free throw shooter. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I saw at Karl Anthony Towns last night.
Yuki goes, how many minutes did he play? He played 33. He played 33 minutes. There were a couple wide open shots that he passed up. There were a couple opportunities that he could have went in the paint and banged. There were some times where he chose not to. Other times where he tried to go in there and they kind of didn't pass it to him.
That was surprising too. Fourth quarter, call your shot, coach. Get him the rock, man. Like this is just I couldn't.
But here's the thing. I think it really comes down to you're being so passive. You're being so nervous. Like, do you really want the ball? I really think that's kind of what's going on.
It could be that. It could.
And here's the question that unfortunately I'm gonna have to ask. If he flames out, will this affect his status amongst the great centers in the league? Like, I say he's top 3.
Mm-hmm.
If it continues on this, people are going to start using this as a knock on him.
Yeah.
Would it be fair?
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but in the sense of, what do we say all the time? I don't care what you do in the regular season. What have you done for me in the playoffs? We say with Russell Westbrook. We say with James Harden. We got to keep that same energy with Karl Anthony Towns. No, I don't think it takes him out of the top 3 because I don't think there's anybody there yet who jumps him. But you talk about a guy like DeAndre Ayton who has an opportunity now with Devin Booker gone to show that he can be that guy. If he comes out of these playoffs and comes out of this series against New Orleans with some big numbers, that's a conversation that starts opening up. For a long time, it was Karl Anthony Towns and then everybody else. Number 3, DeAndre Ayton slowly making ground up. And if you flame out like this again, and Ayton starts putting up numbers, that's the real conversation we got to start having.
But I got Ayton at 5.
At 5, okay.
I got Ayton at 5. Actually, I got him at 4. I got him at 4.
Who did you have it for? Who did you have it for?
I had it empty. Swear to God, I had it empty. Swear to God. Swear to God. Like, if you asked me for my list, it was Jokic at 1, Embiid at 2, Karl Anthony Towns at 3. At 4, it was a new guy. I don't know if you heard him. NA, not available. And then 4 or 5, it was DeAndre Ayton. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the
John Wall's plays center now? I don't know. He's top 4 center?
Didn't LeBron play center for a couple games? Yeah, LeBron's the fourth best center in the league. Like,
No, John Wall not available, right? So that's why he feels.
Ben Simmons, because he's kind of,
Ben
he
Simmons,
fits the press. But like when it comes to this, because people are gonna say Bam Adebayo, that's a power forward. Because every time you put him against the center, he gets cooked.
You're 6'9", can handle the ball. Stop playing center. Like,
like honestly, bro, like you're playing. Like, you want to know really what it is. You're playing center because you want to act like, oh yeah, I'm so nice. Like, yeah, you're faster than centers. Whoop-de-doo. You're faster than guys who weigh as much as offensive linemen.
You're Pascal Siakam. Like, you're the same guy as Pascal Siakam.
That's what it is.
Turn to a stretch four.
That's it. And it's fine. And you're a Christian Wood. That's it. You're a stretch four.
Which is fine. Again, there's nothing wrong with stretch fours. We need stretch fours. But that means
you're a four. But that means you're a four. That doesn't mean I'm going to say, oh, yeah, you're the best center. Because when you're banging out there with centers, you're getting cooked. You're literally getting cooked. If we're going to call him a center, I think no problem Rudy Gobert cooks him. And you know my thoughts on Rudy Gobert.
We have the same thoughts on Rudy Gobert, Pride. I don't disagree.
You know what I mean? But DeAndre Ayton is fourth. And I love both of them. This offseason is going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very interesting to see who we have above and who we have under in terms of 3 and 4, because I think 1 and 2 is solidified.
Yeah, whichever
I have
way
Jokic.
You put it, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I got Jokic and then Embiid. Other people have Embiid and Jokic. As long as those two are in your top 2,
yep, all good.
We could have our debate, but I'm not gonna call you stupid or dumb because you got
100%.
You got those two up there. It's fine. In my opinion, it's kind of like George Kittle and Travis Kelce, right?
100%.
I got Travis Kelce as 1 and George Kittle. George Kittle as 1 and Travis Kelce as 2. Yep. If you want to flip them, hey, more power to you. I'll debate you, but you're not out of pocket. You know what I mean? So, but after that, man, I like Karl Anthony Towns, bro. But to your point, man, he's got to get it together. He has no choice but to get it together. But speaking of Rudy Gobert, he played, by the way. I don't know if anyone know that. He played, actually. But before we get to the dog shit Utah Jazz, the Mavs pulled out a 126-118 win. God bless him, by the way. Spencer Dinwiddie gave you a 20. Jalen Brunson said, I can't give you guys. I'm sorry, guys. I can't give you 41. But I can give you 31. Is that good enough? Like what the like what the what? Oh my God.
What planet, bro? Like Jalen, I think he heard me disrespectful. Like I was like, I don't know if Jalen Brunson can do this all the time. And he said, want to see me do it again? He was a SpongeBob. Want to see me do it again?
We were talking about it yesterday on ASAP in the morning, bro. And it's kind of funny because we all agreed that the Mavericks are going to win this game. Like all of us actually called that, even without Luka. I think this team up against the Utah Jazz, like I don't trust Utah. I cannot I cannot go to them now, especially how they've been playing, and say you guys got a chance. I can't do that. I can't. Before we get to them, Dallas Mavericks, right? You get 31 from Jalen Brunson. Maxi Kleber gives you 17. You get 20 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Dorian Finney-Smith gives you 14. Reggie Bullock with a solid 12. Luka's still not back.
Yeah.
Do you play Luka game 4, or do you give him more rest?
Give him more rest. The team is finding the flow. They finally found something. Because now it's not just Jalen Brunson scoring 41. He had 31, but Spencer Dinwiddie got back in the flow. He had 20. 12 from Reggie Bullock, like you said. Finney came back with 14. 17 from Kebler. Bertans had 15. You're getting production out of everybody. There's a flow there. Well, don't mess up the flow. Pull a Steve Kerr. Say, Steph, I know you're healthy. Just come off the bench. Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson, they're playing really well up there. Let's not mess anything up. When it doesn't work, we can bring you back. We know who you are. Luka, take your time. Now we're up 2-1 going into game 4. So if we lose this, it's okay. It's 2 games either way. We can go and we can plug you back in. To me, since you won game 3 and you have a hot hand, you don't mess with it. Leave him, let him sit, let him rest, because you're going to need him for the later rounds.
So here's where you and I have a little bit of a difference of opinions on this.
Okay.
So I would play him.
Okay.
but have him come off the bench. Now, here's the reason why I would. Because like you brought up with Golden State, ride the hot hand, let your superstar play. Because we all know this. They're going to need Steph later down the road.
100%.
So you can't just rest them. And that's the same way I look at Luka. You're going to need Luka down the road. So I would have him come in, let him play like 20 minutes a game, have him play, you know what I mean? Kind of do
I would say do that back in Dallas. I was thinking for game 4, let him just sit out.
So you would just sit him here and
in game 5, I'd be ready to bring him back. Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I would bring him in game 3. I would. But if you want to save it for game 4, I think it's fine. I just think, give him a game or two to kind of be able to get back in the flow of things. So that way, next round, when you know for a fact you're gonna need him, instead of going, all right, bro, you gotta hoop and shake that rust off all at once.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, you can just hoop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's knock the rust off now and then hoop. And also the reason is, let's say he shakes off real quick. Imagine if Luka can help them get a 3-1 lead. Or let's say we do what you did or what you want. He knocks off the rust at home. He knocks it off in a quarter. All of a sudden, Jazz are up by double digits. You need Luka to go on a run. And Luka powers a run to overcome it, to beat the Jazz. So that way they end it 4-1 to get valuable rest.
Yeah.
Like,
that's big time.
It is. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I would consider it, as long as he's healthy.
Yes.
If he's still hurt, just be slow with him. Be slow because the kid is still young. He's still young. You
probably don't win the chip this season.
You're not. It is what it is. Unless Dirk comes back. You know what I mean? But until then, you know what I mean? I can't even say that because did you see that one-legged? They showed Luka doing that one-legged fader that Dirk used to do.
Yeah.
And they actually zoomed in on his shadow. And his shadow looked so much like Dirk's, bro. It was like, God damn. I'm like, fuck.
They got one European superstar to another. That's just how it goes sometimes.
God bless him, bro. God bless him. But next, heading over to the Utah Jazz side. God bless him, bro. Donovan Mitchell, 32 points. Rudy Gobert, he had 15. Who gives a fuck? Mike Conley with 21. Jordan Clarkson, 14. Bogdanovich with 24. Outside of those 5, do you know who happens to be the next highest scorer?
Was it Pascal? Was that his name? Eric? I don't know his first name, so I'm not going to pretend like I do.
Eric. The dude
Pascal,
who came from Golden State. Do you know how many points he had?
It was single digits. I think like 6.
6 points. Outside of those 5, it was him. Then do you want to know who was next after him?
There was a 2-pointer somewhere. I don't know who it was.
3 2-pointers. It's a 3-way tie. Daniel House, the same Daniel House who was hurt. I think it was in the bubble. When he was with Houston, he was supposed to be a difference maker. He had 2 points.
Kendrick Nunn.
100%. Hassan Whiteside and Royce O'Neal, who was just tackling dudes left, right, and center all around. He was just tackling. Regardless of what happens, if they end up winning the series or not, you gotta blow it up in Utah, right?
100%. Look, Donovan Mitchell to me is the only piece that I really like on this team. Mike Conley's solid. Jordan Clarkson's nice off the bench. But Rudy Gobert's not the 2. He's not the center that you thought. You thought you had a guard center combo that was gonna basically be Embiid Harden type thing. That's what you wanted. It's not. Admit it. Blow it up. Rudy Gobert's still going to have some trade value, right? It's not going to be a whole lot, but he'll have some trade value. You can get some nice pieces. Mm-hmm. Okay, start over. Or say, Donovan, look, we can't make you happy. Find a place that does, and we'll trade you. To me, I'm not trading a superstar, but if he wants out, you got to do what you got to do. Because at this point, I don't blame Donovan Mitchell if he wants out. They haven't really done anything. The team should be better, and they can't. He's putting up 30 a night, and still nothing's happening. So say, look, what do you want? That's what I do. Donovan Mitchell, what do you want? And I'll do whatever you want. We'll do whatever you makes you happy, and then live with whatever happens.
Yeah, and like I said, bro, I've been saying this for a while. You got to blow it up because by the way, who's the fraudulent team so far in the playoffs? I would say Utah, but I think everyone's starting to learn their lesson with Utah. I think we're starting to learn it now. So I wouldn't call it
Yeah.
fraudulent because I think this year we didn't really have expectations for them. Miami, fraudulent.
Miami,
Um,
yeah. The Bucks is out
That's
Chris
definitely
Middleton. That'll be
that's
fraudulent.
well, I wouldn't even call that fraudulent though, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
The
it's just
Bucks,
kind
I
of
wouldn't call that
unlucky.
because I was just saying because that's injury. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. That's
Um,
true.
But
The Timberwolves
but
after game 1.
oh yeah, what Timberwolves after game 1? Oh my god. That literally was the definition of fraudulent. If you Google fraudulent Timberwolves game 1, you see Pat Bev with what was it, the Gucci robe? God
The
bless
good
him,
Versace
bro.
robe. I don't know. Oh my
With that
god,
Versace,
dude.
no, it's not Versace, it's Versace, kid. Like this dude was just
Versace.
tripping on one, bro. God,
He said,
God
"Drip
bless
don't drown, but our win loss total will start drowning." That's all.
like imagine, bro. Like, and right here, funny part, got smacked. I ain't heard from him since. I ain't heard from him since, bro. But no, I'm with you, bro. You gotta blow it up, and it's a shame to say it, but
Yeah,
it's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So
you gotta learn. Don't cling to the past because the past ain't friendly. That's all it is.
not at all, not at all. It ain't at all. But last game that was played last night was a close game. Warriors 118, Nuggets 113. By the way, God bless Nikola Jokic. This series, his second best scorer is Will Barton. God bless him. The fuck is he supposed to do? But I want to start with the Warrior side first.
Yeah.
Draymond, 6 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, just doing Draymond things. Klay Thompson dropped 26. Jordan Poole with 27. Steph with another 27. God bless him. Let me ask you something. I want to ask you a legitimate question.
Let's do it.
Do you think it's possible that with the way the Warriors are playing, they will coast out with Steph coming off the bench, perhaps to the Western Conference Finals?
No. Sorry, no. They'll do it till game 4. They might do it game 1 in the next series, but they know they're gonna need Steph in the starting lineup. I think what was more likely to happen is he says, "All right, Steph, you're at the 1. Poole, you're at the 2. You cancel game 4. Honestly, Klay, you're at the 3. Andrew, you can be at the 4, and Draymond play at the 5. That to me, that's what's gonna happen. And they'll say, guard us. You want to go big? Fine, go big, but try to defend us on the perimeter. We're gonna have 27 points from 3 guys. Defend us,
like that.
Defend us.
That's wicked, bro, and it's so wicked too, bro. Like, because I was looking at this like a couple days ago, and I was like, dude, that death lineup. I'm gonna get killed for this, but I think that death lineup could potentially be better than the KD death lineup.
Potentially.
And the only reason I say that is because with this death lineup, you get more defense.
Yep.
You get more movement because Jordan Poole still fits that movement with their system. So you get more movement, and the chain of command ain't messed up. So you ain't got KD begging, screaming for the ball. You ain't got that with Jordan Poole.
Yep.
And now I'm not saying that Jordan Poole is better than Kevin Durant. What I'm saying is in this death lineup with his role, Jordan Poole, I think, is going to fit way cleaner, which I believe is going to end up helping this death lineup potentially being better. I don't know because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it. So it could be the best thing ever. It could be a bust, and Jordan Poole all of a sudden goes to the G League, is never seen or heard from again. I don't know. But it's got that potential.
Yeah.
It's got that potential because Jordan Poole's out here drop 17. God bless him. God bless him. But
17. When did he drop 17?
No, I said 27. I said 17?
Yeah.
I'm sped. It's 27. I'm sped.
27.
Yeah, your boy's dumb as hell. So don't pay mind on me. But moving on to the Nuggets. Jokic, 37 double. He had a 37-point double-double.
Damn.
His next highest score, the bust, Aaron Gordon. They should have never traded for him. Like he was. And when that trade happened, bro, I was screaming and thumping my chest, screaming, "Bro, the Nuggets are gonna be legit with Aaron Gordon."
I thought so too. I was like, they can be solid. This is a good pickup. And
I thought it was a great pickup. Your boy's dumb, so don't pay mind to me no more, bro. I'm not gonna talk about trades ever again. But Jokic, 37 points in 38 minutes. Aaron Gordon with 18 points, Will Barton 13, Monte Morris 10, everyone else in single digits. Any faith at all, down 3-0. Now, I'm not saying a comeback, but one more game in Denver. Do you think Jokic could potentially steal a game at all?
No. I had him in a sweep, and if they were going to win a game, it was game 3. It was game 3. I'm with you, Pride. Jokic is the MVP, and people are going to keep hating on Nikola Jokic because they lost this series. He gets bounced in the first round. If he had some help, it'd be something. But to me, it's not even offensively. Defensively, he is going to be in the paint, or he's going to be around the basket, right? You don't want him on the perimeter. Where's all the scoring in Golden State happening? From the perimeter. So what can he realistically do about Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson scoring 30 points? Nothing. Again, they had an opportunity, and everyone's gonna say, "Well, Nikola Jokic should have beat Draymond in the last play." He beat him 99% of the game. All right, he missed the 1%. 1% he missed the one opportunity, and yes, that hurts. But when no one else is doing the scoring, it's not hard to. Kevin Durant airballed a 3-pointer because he had to do all the scoring. So it's tough to do all the scoring and play all the defense. So do I think they have a chance to win a game? No, because this was their best opportunity. I don't see this replicating itself.
I'm a reach. I'm gonna say they're winning game 4. I have no. By the way, I just want to throw that I have no evidence to back up my statement at all. I have none. This is just me hoping and praying that Nikola Jokic doesn't get swept. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping and praying he doesn't get swept. That's really it. I love Jokic. That's my boy. He can't do it alone. He really can't. Very few players can. And
to me, there's never been a player who can do it alone. To be quite honest, like LeBron's the closest thing, and even he's not winning championships by himself.
Right. So it's like, God bless Jokic, bro. I know a place where you'll be valued, though. I know one place that'll respect you. Boston, Massachusetts.
Come on, baby.
I'm just saying, bro.
Just come
He
on.
said, "Get over here."
Get over here.
So before we leave the 3 games that are happening today, Heat at Hawks. It was supposed to be at 7:00. However, something happened where they found a suspicious package outside of the Phoenix court, right next to the statue they have of Dominique Wilkins, which I didn't know he had a statue. And that's not even a jab. I really didn't know that he had a statue. Like, I might even try, because usually when a guy has a statue, they hype it up. They're like, "Oh my God," and all that stuff. But I guess they just kind of put it in the middle of the night, and they just accidentally dropped it, I guess. But right now, I don't know what's going to happen, whether or not the game is going to get canceled. Right now, it's currently just delayed. Again, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Okay, so it's been delayed by 30 minutes. So that's crazy. I literally just saw it. They just broke it. So now it's going to be at 7:30. It was delayed by 30 minutes. The security's investigating a package that was found outside of the arena.
Gotcha.
So, with that being said, Heat at Hawks. Right now, Miami leads 2-0. Probably a dildo for the Bills. But 2-0.
I was too young to understand what that was when I first saw it. I was like, "What's that on the field, Dad?" And he's like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it."
He's like, nothing. He's like, never been to a game ever since.
I was like 11, dude. He's like, "Nothing. You're good, bro. Don't worry about it."
Relax, bro. He's like, relax. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, "I'll tell you later one day, maybe." Bought you ice cream and you forgot all about it. But Miami leads 2-0. Do you think the Hawks can defend their home court and go back to Miami with the series tied 2-2?
They can't defend Duncan Robinson. So, no, they are not going to come back to the series, come back to Miami 2-2. Look, Miami's going to blanket Trae Young. Without Trae Young, there's no offense coming there. Jimmy Butler's gonna, as much as you want to. If you want to say Jimmy Butler's not a superstar, that's your own business. But he is an elite defender. That is, I think, something we can all say about Jimmy Butler. Pride's kind of giving me that iffy look, so I'm a little bit concerned now that I said it.
No, because if you want to, I don't think he's elite. I think he's a solid defender.
Okay.
But I look at the Atlanta Hawks the same way I look at the Nuggets, right? Where it's like
it's one guy.
It's just Trae Young, so you could throw everything at him
Exactly, 100%.
because you're confident that nobody else can beat you. Like they have John Collins out there, but I don't think he's healthy. I don't think
there's no way he's healthy. I haven't seen him levitate the way he's been. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Either he's not healthy or all of a sudden he's playing like a bum. And I'm gonna go based on that because I know he was banged up before heading into the play, and he was banged up. So I'm assuming he's not even healthy. Now you have no Clint Capella. Bogdanovich has kind of been iffy. So it's like it's really Trae Young or bust. And that's really the sad part about it, that like if you go and blanket him, you're comfortable taking your chances with everyone else. Because look, Atlanta's just not a good team. They're not.
I said they're like Charlotte, right? It's like you got your emerging talent at your point guard position, and everyone else is fine. They're solid. They got room to improve, but you're not going to be anything this year. You'll be a fringe playoff team, and you'll be bounced first round at best.
Right. So So my thing is like it looks like Jimmy Butler is like this elite talent defensively, and it's like, well, I'm not going to go that far. Now again, is he solid defensively? Of course, but when you only have to worry about one guy, it's so bro. Put Duncan Robinson on.
Oh no,
Duncan Robinson's gonna be able to do something because you know for a fact. Oh yeah, it's just him. Like that's all I gotta worry about. And it's a weird situation when it comes to the Hawks because healthy, I think this is a different conversation.
I think it is too because Clint Capella's in, John Collins is but I'm not saying you win, but I can take you defending home court.
I say they put up a fight. But again, unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game. That's just the reality of it. Like, for as much as I want to, that's why I can't say, oh, yeah, the Nuggets, we got to be like, no, like the other day they're losing, and it sucks. And yeah, I understand there's reasons why they're losing because of the injuries. I get it. But at the end of the day, you're losing. Yeah. And that's kind of the sad part about it. It really is. I think the Hawks take one game.
Okay.
I think they go back to Miami.
The gentleman, man. He's all about the gentleman sweeps. I'm just out here. No, I'm just taking the broom out. I'm a rowdy college kid. Pride's a gentleman. I'm just a rowdy college kid. It's like, nah, we going up and down the boulevard.
Mon's like, I don't give a shit, bro. Sweet fuckers. It's like, hey yo, heating three. Like, oh man, bro. Like, but we'll see. We'll see. The next game on the docket at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be Bucks at Bulls. Now, Amon, I've been saying Bulls in 6. Mm-hmm. After game 1, I had people, yelling at me. I had people, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, look, man, the Bucks had to pray that DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic had their worst games at the same time.
Yep.
I'm like, if just one of them goes off, we have a completely different conversation. No, you're wrong. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, bro, watch game 2. Chicago's going to win. Because I said in 6. I have Bulls in 6. Mm-hmm. Bulls haven't proved anything, yada, 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 all that stuff. All right, cool. Bulls won game 2. Amon, no one has talked to me since.
They shouldn't be. if they're telling you you're dumb for thinking game 1 that the Bulls could have easily won that one, then they shouldn't be talking to you anyway.
Right? And I've heard Bulls fans say this, and people who don't like the Chicago Bulls say, "Oh yeah, they're just being fans." Because I've heard Chicago Bulls fans say we should be up 2-0. But that's real life. That's the real. They had a potential to be up 2-0. Now they missed their shots. So again, you took the L. But you had the Bucks, in my opinion, play the best game they could have possibly played. And they had to rely not on their defense, but pure luck for DeMar DeRozan to miss a lot of the mid-range shots that he's money at. They had to pray that Vucevic missed a lot of the wide open threes that he had.
Yeah.
To pray that Levine missed a lot of those close bucket finishes that he usually gets. You had to hope and pray for all of that. You then had that same formula game 2, and you got 41 dropped on your head. You got 41 dropped on your head. I don't care how strong Giannis is. He can't hold that 41. But you know what he can't hold? An L. Because that's what he got game 2. That's what he got game 2. I don't want to hear it, bro. That L, flip it upside down. What does that look like? A Glock? Uh-oh. Because pew pew, we shooting Milwaukee in their heart right now. We pew 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 pew. It don't matter, bro. Matter of fact, Bulls in 5. I'm messy right now.
Bulls in 5.
Don't even listen to me. Hold on. Let me go back. Bulls in 6. Bulls in 6.
Bulls in 6.
I got Bulls winning tonight.
Yeah. I got Bulls winning tonight.
You got Bulls winning tonight too?
Yeah, I do. I think in Chicago without Chris Middleton, it's gonna be real tough. I had the Bucks originally winning in 6, but now that Chris Middleton's down and I saw the way the first 2 games went, I got Bulls in 6. I'm with you, Fred, on this one. I thought the Bulls would contend every single game and the Bucks would end up winning in 6. I think Giannis can get him 1 more, but he's not getting him 3 more.
And like I said, bro, for me, I had Bucks in 6 with an injured Bulls team, and I said this before. I had in 6 an injured Bulls team against a healthy Milwaukee Bucks. I had Bulls in 6 because I really like this Bulls team. I really do.
It's very well structured, and I think Alex Caruso has brought a lot to that team. The kind of Marcus Smart kind of vibes in that sense. What Grayson Allen wants to be when he grows up is Alex Caruso. So they make it work. And again, when DeMar's on, they're on. When Vucevic is hitting, it's tough because he's a good stretch 4. Again, I guess he plays 5 when he's on there.
On a technicality, he is a because he's not like Bam, who's a 4. Like he really is a 5.
He really is a 5. Yes,
he really is a 5. But every time I say stretch 5, it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. No.
I think I'm watching too many 2K games because everyone knows stretch 4. So I think that's what it is. I think I'm just watching too many streamers who play 2K, and that everyone wants to be a stretch 4. So I think that's what it is.
Maybe it might be that. It could be that. But again, they got all the pieces lined up. Levine, and again, they're not going to have that kind of bad night. I'm sorry, the Bulls easily walk away with the game too if they hit 2% more of their shots. Like Bulls easily winning that game. That's it's not a question. So to say that the Bulls should be up 2-0 and could win this in 1 in 6 games is not an overstatement at all.
And like I said this, I was like, game 1, DeMar shot like, I'm just talking about DeMar DeRozan specifically. He shot like 30-something% from the floor. His season average is 56. Imagine if you bump that to 43. Just bump it up to 43, Bulls winning. And he's still, and again, you're still not close to his season average. Just bump it up to 43, and they win. You know. So and after seeing game 1, I was stupidly confident. I was like, game 2 is not even close, bro. Like, wow. I'm like, game 2 is gonna be hilarious. Watch. Nobody wanted to believe me, and I said, watch. When it happens, I'll wait for my apologies. Nobody wanted to give me an apology. You know, and you want to know why? I'll be honest. It's kind of my fault because when I'm right, I'm bothersome.
Right. You're right.
I'm right. I'm a bothersome. I'm not even gonna lie because I'm petty. I'm petty, right? Like me and my girl, like if she loses the remote and she finds it, goes, "Oh yeah, it was my fault." I'll bring it up 3 weeks later. She'll be like, "Oh my god." We'll get to an argument. She goes, "You shouldn't have hit me. Like, why'd you hit me?" I'll be like, "Remember when you lost that remote?" Yeah. Remember who lost it? Who lost it? You. And I told you it was you, and I told you where it was, and I was right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm petty. By the way, I don't hit my girl. I don't, because last time I tried to, she beat the shit out of me. And then my daughter came and kicked my tooth. So I was like, And then my son is just sitting in his high chair laughing, like clapping. And I'm like, don't egg him on. Like, what are you doing, son? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were supposed to be on my side, bro. But the last game, Suns at Pelicans, 9:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off. Now, for games 3 and 4, at least, Devin Booker will be out. By the way, when it comes to the Bucks series, Chris Middleton has been ruled out for the rest of the series.
Yes.
So it's not, he's not coming back this series. Don't even matter. You know what I mean? Like, Chris Middleton, ugly as shit. That's how he plays. So who gives a fuck? Like, man's
you get to take it to Cancun, bro. Like,
bro,
when you get back, he will be there. So,
bro, man's an overgrain Pat Bev. Let's get it. All right, mine's an overgrown Pat Bev. That's gonna be my disrespectful thing now. You're an overgrown Patrick Beverly. That's gonna be my disrespectful thing. But and by the way, Granayuki goes, "Oh Lord, Pride, you got jumped. I got jumped so bad, bro. I got jumped so bad. You see this right here, like this right here. You think it's just saggy eyes? It's a black eye that's still healing, brother. That's what's going on with me right now, bro. Like watch when I take my sabbaticals, it's not because it's because I'm healing from something, bro. Suns at Pelicans. D-Book will not be playing the next 2 games. Do you think the Pelicans? Because I've been seeing things that people are saying that the 2 best players in this series without D-Book are now CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. And now people are saying that Chris Paul is the 3rd best player in this series with D-Book out. Maybe it's in the realm of possibility. If you believe so, you let me know. Is that true? And B, do you think the Pelicans could probably have a 3-1 lead by the time D-Book comes back?
So I don't know if I'd say Chris Paul's the 3rd best player. I think Brandon Ingram might be the best player at this stage of their career left in the playoffs. I would say that I'd take Chris Paul over CJ McCollum. I can see the argument because CJ McCollum's going to have the help of Ingram, but I think I'd still take Chris Paul. But I have the Pelicans tonight, Pride. I have the Pelicans tonight because I think it's going to be such an adjustment for Phoenix. This is a team whose offense, as much as we love Ayton, as much as we love CP3, it's predicated on Devin Booker being Devin Booker. I love Cam Johnson. Went to Chapel Hill. He's my guy, Tar Heel brethren. But he's not the same player without Devin Booker bringing people on, taking his defender away and him just hitting a spot up 3. Cam Johnson now got to go create his own shot. CP3 has to basically turn into Hornets CP3, New Orleans CP3 to kind of run this offense. Can he do it? I don't know. What I know the Pelicans can do, Brandon Ingram can be Brandon Ingram. And CJ McCollum has played really well in this series. Monty Williams has to come up with a great game plan for this game because their offense, again, is predicated through Devin Booker. Again, as much as it's CP3 controlling the ball, it's where's Devin? Can we get Devin the ball? Okay, we'll keep swinging, keep screening, and do different things, and maybe Devin will get open. Devin Booker's this offense. It's this team. I have the Pelicans tonight. I do think the Phoenix will figure it out by game 4, but it wouldn't surprise me for them to drop tonight's game.
So I do think Pelicans are going to win, but here's why. So I'm going to think that them right now being 1-1, the Pelicans knowing we don't have to deal with D-Book, going back to New Orleans, who the second half of the season has been a very, very rowdy fan base, a fan base not a lot of people like to go to.
Don't want to go to the Bayou.
Right, because of how, especially the second half of the season, they've been rowdy. Ever since that they knew we have a legitimate chance to make the play-in, they've been rowdy. Everyone getting to the play-in, they've been getting more and more and more excited, popping off more. Then they get to the play-in. Then they're rowdy. Then next thing you know, they're in the playoffs. In the year that nobody thought they would be in the playoffs, they thought play-in was going to be, we wouldn't even get to the play-in. In a year where everyone was like, oh man, bro, we're going to lose Zion. And this hectic year, they end up not only being in the playoffs, being the 8th seed, but taking a game off of the Suns, who I believe needs to be the favorite. Like, in my heart, I say Boston is winning.
Right.
With my mind, I'm going to say Phoenix.
Okay.
The only way I'll turn back on it is if Boston makes it to the finals, then I'm riding Boston until I die.
Right.
But until we get there, I'm going to speak logically. And right now, it's a Phoenix Suns year, in my opinion. They took a game off them.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to be without their best player and in my home, on my court, where my crowd, my fan base has been rowdy like crazy lately. I do think they get it. Now, I don't think it'll be easy. I've said this before and people get mad at me. I believe Chris Paul is the best point guard in the world.
Really? Okay.
110%. Like, and again, maybe it's just me, but I believe.
So I'm ahead of Steph Curry at this point. Okay. Again, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
I'm talking about a true point guard.
Yes,
as a player, I'm talking about a true point guard.
As a pure point guard, yes.
I'm talking
Paul's
about
Realistically, he's probably the last true point guard left in the league. If I don't know, probably. I think Steph's the next closest. But as a true point guard, yeah, I don't think there's any question.
In terms of true point guard, now if we're talking about player, that's a whole different story. But if we're talking about true point guard, I got Chris Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
If there's anybody in the league right now who you'd say in 2 games, this is what you have to deal with, you need to organize the troops. I think Chris Paul is the best guy to put here.
100%.
And if it's not Chris Paul, it's LeBron James.
100%.
I think those 2 right now would be the only ones that you could put in this situation and say, good luck, and they'll make it work. And guess what? They got one of those guys. They got Chris Paul on the roster.
They got Chris Paul, yeah. 100%.
You got Chris Paul, who's been with you since last year. By the way, when was the last time that they made it to the playoffs? 17-18. I think that was the year where they had
before the United States came up, man. That's crazy.
Shut the fuck. Oh, no. 2017, 2018. I just got you dick.
Oh shoot! I thought you would like actually say 17, 18, like that. Oh my goodness! Oh. No. It's too close to Friday night, man. Oh my god!
2017, 2018 was the last time. I think they had I think they lost to the Clippers in that year. That was when they had AD and DeMarcus Cousins. So that is the last time they've been to the playoffs. And now that they're here, I believe, this is just me, I think it goes back to Phoenix 2-2.
Okay.
I think today that the Pelicans get the win. And I think game 4, you're going to see a more calmer Phoenix.
I agree.
And then they're going to go handle their business, go back, bring in Devin Booker, and then they'll clean it up.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? But again, if it's up to the Suns, they want to get both games. They want to get both games, you know? But Aman, thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you for having me, Pride.
Bro, this was fun. I know you have a show, so please, the floor is yours. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can just type that name, Aman Patel Sports News. It's right there.
Real quick, for the people listening, how do you spell that?
Double A Man, if that's a quick way to remember, AAMANPATEL, and then Sports News. So double A Man Patel Sports News. That's the best way to remember it. Like we cover football, basketball, getting into baseball now, thanks to your boy Pride. And if you want to learn about cricket, that's the place to go. You got American cricket, Indian cricket, whatever you got. All over the world, we cover all different types of sports. Whether we're on ASAP, jawing and balling every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Fridays with Dustin, who was on Pride's podcast on Monday, we do a show called ASAP Recap from 3 p.m. Eastern time to 4 p.m. Eastern time as well. So go check me out on everything. Go check us out. Pride, I want to say thank you so much, man.
No, thank you for being here. Like I said, you thought I was joking. Okay. Bro, once I get Chris in here, bro, I'm shutting this thing down. It's over. There's nothing left for me to do. That is my apex. That is my zenith. So, man, let me check it. That's it. My podcast bucket list is what I call it. And Aman, you just got a boy.
Appreciate you, good.
You just got a boy, bro. But on behalf of Aman, it is your boy Pride. Thank you for being here, Aman. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We'll be back here on Monday where the ugliest motherfucker on the internet will just talk more shit about your favorite team. That's going to be my outro from now on. That's going to be my outro.
That's a great outro. I'm going to be honest 100%. With you. That's a great outro.
Thank you. I try. Thank you. That's going to be my outro now from now on, bro. 100%. But I'll be back here on Monday. Until then, Aman, thank you for being here. Everyone else, be safe. And y'all know what to do. Be safe, baby.
Knew where that was going. That was a great read.
Oh, Lillard from the logo. That'll quiet the
2 on the season. 2nd and 1 for the Bills. They handle the rush. Allen looking. End zone.
To Shohei Ohtani. Center field. Let's watch it go.
Did several of those inside low kicks.